costume. It's still carnival season and everybody's looking at me weird because of this. They should just wait until I wear my entire outfit. Hey guys, it's Saturday. I'm in the studio actually just for one simple reason. I just forgot yesterday the charger of my MacBook, and without it I'm pretty much screwed. And since I'm anyways already here, I figured why not just work a bit on music. By the way, if you were wondering what I got yesterday as a present, just some dental floss. First up on the agenda is signing a contract. I just got the signed one from a singer and songwriter. It's for the fall track. He has given me all the rights to use his vocals, and he's getting a percentage share for it. I just have to... Now that all of this is sorted out, I can finally send the track to labels, and sending demos to labels isn't really easy because these labels get millions of tracks, and it's hard for the labels to listen to all of them and then really pick the ones that are the best. But I think it's still your best chance to get a release on one of the bigger and better labels that really takes care of you as an artist. The only thing that is even better is knowing someone that knows somebody that might know someone that is working at one of those labels. This makes it way easier if someone recommends you and tells them, hey, listen to this is a really good track. Your chances are a lot higher to get a release with the label. And that's actually also how I got my very first release, the remix. I knew the person that was running the label and the artist. My second release was also with a label where I knew the owner in person from DJing here in my hometown. Also with my next bigger release, the EP on Kindisch, it was through knowing someone that sent my tracks out to the owner of Get Physical. He listened to my tracks, responded, and they were released just 1 or 2 months later. Same goes for my releases on Bunny Tiger. I got them through a friend that was a good friend of Sharon J, and this led to releases on Soara, and that's probably the best way to approach these labels. Sending out the demos is also possible. I would say still 60% of my releases were just through sending out demos, but the important releases, the other 40%, was all through connecting to the right people. If you're living in an area where you can't really connect because there's not a big scene and no labels and all these kind of things, then your only option is really sending out demo emails. Make sure to keep them short. Make sure to include your tracks, a download link, and also SoundCloud links so that the people can choose and just listen to it really quick. Also download it. If the label owner is a DJ, he might want to play it out in the club and test it. Maybe also include other labels you already released on. Don't ever send out the same email to a lot of people. Sometimes they know each other, and sometimes even the same person is doing the A&Ring for more labels, or sometimes the one label is actually a sub-label of another and the same people are working there. So be careful. And maybe also try to stick out a little bit, like not in a negative way, in a positive way. The best way to do it just to have a nice track that is unique and just sounds amazing. But you could also include a little bit of information that just makes them curious to listen to the track. Also, if you don't hear back from them within a month or two, you can assume that they are just not interested. Most of the labels really listen to everything because the labels are also just interested in finding new good artists and good music, and getting demos is also for them the most convenient way. So if you don't get an answer, it's probably a no. You can follow it up with one more email, but don't write more than that ever. Just then write the next email, the next demo submission with new tracks. And in the past I always had a list with all of the labels, all of the contacts, and of course only the labels where the style really fits. And I wrote the first bunch of emails to the 5 or maybe 10 best ones. If they didn't respond, I wrote it to the next 10 or 5 best ones. And if they also didn't respond, I usually contacted the label that I already knew. And if this didn't really help, I knew that the track might not be good enough. But the most important is to send the right label, the right tracks. So if you're making banging festival, big room EDM stuff, don't send it to a deep house label. Doesn't make any sense at all, and it might even happen that they block your email and you don't have a way to send them again your demos. If none of the labels wants your music, don't be upset. There are a lot more labels out there. Just write more. And if still no one wants your track, then it might be not good enough. It might be not the right timing for it. It might not sound finished enough. That's probably in most cases the biggest point. A lot of people send out tracks that are just not finished and polished enough. And I have to say, every release that I had, there were at least 5 tracks that didn't get released, that never ever got released. That's kind of the ratio that usually probably most of the artists have, at least the ones that are not super famous. You make 5 tracks or 6 and one of them gets released. Yeah? Okay, I need really to write those emails fast. I have to leave within the next half hour. All done with work, all done with making music, all done with writing the emails, and I got my little buddy with me. I'm already getting so many weird looks and I'm not even wearing it. I'm just carrying it around, so just wait for tonight's carnival party. Maybe it's also just me walking around and talking to a camera, or just both. It's finally time to get ready for tonight. I've been really looking forward to this party. And I think my outfit is amazing, but just wait for Vanessa's outfit. Yep, looks perfect. But the real gangster, of course, needs his significant other. So now you get to decide who of us looks cooler. Can you show me?
Cooler or more like Mafia?
No, Mafia, I think we both failed Mafia.
Okay, we did.
She has a nice skirt, high heels.
Yeah, it's a dress actually, it's
and
not a skirt.
The dress, okay, and a nice furry coat. To be able to really judge it, you need to see it as a whole. Come on. Me or Vanessa? Who wins? You're just trying to influence them. That's okay. Not fair. I will have to edit it out. And you want to show the dress? Oh, now we need some sexy music.
We don't.